Okay, let's get started.
Yeah.
Can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yes. I'm a full stack developer with 5 years experience. Currently, I'm working in clinical pharma research, and what I'm doing is just to create a RESTful API for the platform, including the visualization of the medical and relational statistics, and also to create some for functionalities like mirror the pressure, store the data, and show the data. And also I worked in JP Morgan Chase and PayPal. I think personally, those experience has earned my skills as a proficient uh, proficient full stack developer, and I also hold the master's and bachelor's degree in computer science. And thank you for considering my application.
Cool, cool. It sounds very solid background. And okay, today in this round, we will work together to design a very interesting topic for the system design. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Do you ever use Facebook newsfeed feature? I mean newsfeed.
Yes, usually want I usually read the news
Mm-hmm.
on my phone, and I can see a lot of posts
Mm-hmm.
and to follow what I like.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, for example, on some
Yeah, okay. I think
yeah,
that's very good enough. Okay.
yes, yes.
I think today we will design a similar
Mm,
system and to support the our 2 billion users. And also we want the user should be able to create posts and follow
mhm.
some people and also view the feed of the
Okay.
posts. I mean, yeah.
Mm, okay. Do you have any other functionalities that should implement?
Yeah, I think this is a very basic one, and we can start from here.
Oh, okay. So I will calculate QPS here, and I think the uh
Oh,
oh, okay.
before doing that, let's talk about some non-functional requirements. I mean, like,
Okay. Yeah.
what do you think this system? I mean, because I already told you, it should be support 2 billion users.
Yes.
Hmm,
Uh,
can you tell me, what kind of system you think it should be?
what
I mean, um, I mean, the key non-functional features, what are the first ideas, I mean, come out from your mind?
Yeah, the first idea is a latency time. When we post and when we publish the post and view the feeds, I think that should be a shorter time. I think that should be less than 1 second. Because in my experience, if I use 1 second to view the post, that's good time. But if larger it is bigger that, if I'm waiting for a long time, I will feel unhappy. So I think the 1 second may be a good time. Uh, yeah, latency 1 second, and also I think there should be high usabilities, uh, rather than the consistency. Because it is just the news feed is not very essential for our daily life. So maybe some latency of the feeds is not an issue. For example, if you post if you publish a post 2 minutes ago and I can see that, that will not be a huge issue. And also, this system should handle with huge users. You mentioned it's 2 billion users.
Right.
Yeah, I think the last one non-functional is I can follow no limit numbers of the users, and I can also be followed by no limit users numbers. And also for the different platform, maybe I can view the posts on my PC or on my iPhone or iPad in similar frame. So
Yeah, I mean for the multi device viewing, that one can be the advanced function function. Let's simplify what we're talking about here. Okay.
okay.
That can be, yeah, we can talk that later. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So can I calculate the QPS now? Yeah, I want to know the numbers of the people or publish the posts every single day. Do you have some number?
Yeah, I think it just you need to support 2 billion users. You can treat like at least we have the DAU. It can be, yeah, I think it can be 2 billion. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I want to know one people will create how many users per day?
You mean how do you mean create the user?
Create the post.
Create posts.
Yeah.
Every day you can treat like 10.
Okay. And I want to know because there's a feed. I will assume when people can usually read the feed, read 100 feeds. Is that good?
Yeah. Yeah, you can assume that.
Oh, okay. Let me. So there will be a read QPS, and write QPS. I think yeah, I will use the calculator to help me
Sure.
to get a result. Okay, that will be 2 billion users. And every single day, people will create 10 feeds. So that will be multiplied by 10. And it's divided by 24 hours, and also divide by the 60 minutes and 60 seconds. So that should be the right QPS should be 23K. That is very huge. Yes, it's 200K. And also for the read, I think the read is just multiple by 10 because it's just 100 is 10 times than 10. So it's 2000 key. It's very huge now. And also, I will define the entities and the database now. And I will assume three basic entities. First one is user, and second one is follow, and the third one is post. Yeah, and the I will maintain 3 tables. I also maintain 3 tables in the database. I will talk later in database area. I will design the API firstly. The API, the first, I think that there will be create post. Create post. We can, if we request the content, and that will be response ID, response the post ID. Yeah, that is the post API. Post API posts. And also I need the second API is I need to follow the people. It's also post API because I need to add one record in follow table in the database, which is ID and for followers. And third one should be get API that is view the feeds. Yeah. Are we good so far?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. So I will write draw a graph here to show the data flow. And the first okay, the first is it's a user. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's user, and I also need you need the API gateway to reduce the load. And also, I will have microservices in the server. Let me create a multi-instance, which is supposed to, yeah, that's sorry. The first is the first is the post servers. Post service here, and the second is second is the follow service. Right. The second is a follow service, and the third one should be should be the feed service. Is a feed service. And I will maintain the three tables except the user table. I think the user table is obviously in the database. So what we focus on is just focus on the post table and the follow table and the feed table. Yeah, obviously that's a user table. but that is not very important here.
Can you tell me what kind of database you choose here?
I will choose the NoSQL. I think NoSQL, every NoSQL database is here, but I recommend to use the DynamoDB because
Why you choose NoSQL database and why you choose the DynamoDB?
yes, because because we need to know, we need to create posts, we follow the people. I think the very efficiency way is to create a relationship between the user between the users and their following people. For example, if I follow you, I will store one relationship. For example, it's me, Aaron. I will follow you, Alex. I will store one record in the database. The key is Aaron and the value is Alex. So that relationship is NoSQL structure. So I prefer to use the NoSQL. If we use the relational database, maybe we will maintain one extra table here. So that will be low efficiency.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. The data in the system is just like Aaron, Alex. Aaron also follows some people follow the follows the Eric, etc. Aaron follow the Anna, etc. That is the database looks like. And also the post table, I will have a post table and the follow table to maintain the follows. And also I need the feed table to maintain the feed. I don't need feed table. Yeah, I just need the follow table and the post table here. Yeah, and between that, because you can see that the read QPS is very huge, so we need the cache here. We need the Redis here.
Before we're talking about cache, can you walk me through your APIs?
Yeah, sure. For example, if I create the post, the user will go into the post service and add one record in the post table. That is the first way, first workflow. And second one is if we want to follow somebody, we will use the follow service and to add one record in the follow table. Yes, just like I showed before. And also in the third one is a feed service. If we refresh our iPhone on this app, we need to get different feeds. So the user will use the feed service, and also between the cache to get all the post table here. Yeah, to get all the posts here, relational posts. That is a little bit.
So you mean when we want to get our feed from that user, then we will get the data from the post table, right?
Yeah, not only the post table, but also in the follow table. If we only want to view the post from our friends, from the person we following, we need the follow table. If not, if we just to read some others posts, we don't use the follow table.
What do you mean others post?
For example, if I have used other apps and maybe Twitter will post me some trumps table, so we don't need the follow table.
But actually, if you don't follow that, they will
Mm,
push to you automatically. I mean, rather than you follow someone, at least, for example, if I
mm.
don't want to know Trump's news, how I can prevent that?
Ah, oh, okay. Maybe I can block him.
But rather than block, I'm thinking maybe you only
Unfollowing
show
him.
yeah. So first you need follow, right? Otherwise, it
Oh,
make no
okay.
sense. Without following, they will, push that news feed for you, right?
Yeah, sure. I'm so sorry. I didn't understand your requirement.
Of course.
Yeah,
We're just talking about, this is
yeah,
just a conversation, yeah.
yeah. Okay. That's I clear the requirements. So the follow service needs the two tables, the post table and follow table. And what we need is just add one cache here. Yeah, that is the
Before
data
going
workflow.
into it, I think your high level design almost done right here. I mean,
Yeah.
besides the cache, let me ask some questions here.
Mm,
Actually, because that cache, we can, when we dive into some very difficult challenges, and we
mm,
can talk about there. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. What I want to talk is, it seems
Mm,
if one user follow
mm,
1 million, because seems here our following should be unlimited, right? So if
mm.
one user follow a lot of people,
Yeah.
how you efficiently and low latency, I mean, to get those feed?
There's a maximum feed in each page. Maybe we can only show 10 feeds in each page.
Um, but each page where you get grab that and how you pagination them.
Oh yeah, I will use UUID to uh not only yeah, I will store UUID for the each following for the each feeds, and so that I can record by the time. I also will record the timestamp. But if the timestamp is same, I will compare the UUID.
I mean, when we're talking about feed, you said
Mm,
each feed, and
mm.
where are we talking about the post?
Yes. The feed includes a lot of posts. Am I right?
I mean, each feed?
Yeah, each feed includes a lot of posts.
Mm, okay, I think the news feed actually it can be, post by post. And also, yeah, if per page, if we talk about per page, it can be, a lot of posts, right? I mean,
Yeah,
per page, it can be 100 posts, but I mean, the single feed or the admin is still the post, right?
yeah.
So are you saying you will change the post table, or because I'm curious about how you achieve that?
Uh, y- yes, the post. Uh, yes. Mm, yes, it's challenging. It is challenging here because the basic function is this table can meet the basic requirements. But if we, yeah, the question you mentioned before, the challenge you mentioned, maybe we will maintain the feed table here. We will maintain the feed table, and uh, yeah, if somebody, maybe it's me, if I publish some new posts, I will add one record in the feed table. Yeah, the feed table is maintained for each users, for every user.
But my question is how you can very quickly
Mm.
to get all the recent feeds for your following people. I mean like 1 million. How is that possible?
Oh, yes. That is possible if uh we maintain the feed table. Maybe we can add cache here. The first solution is we just if we create one post, add one record in the feed table, and the second one is to add the message mm, add the cache to maintain cache. The cache is just you use the LRU solution. Yeah, use the LRU way to maintain this cache so that the cache will store the latest feeds.
Okay, and where is this feed from? I mean, at the beginning. I mean, at the beginning of the table is empty, right? I mean,
Mm.
uh, which service will write into your feed table, or can you walk me
Yeah,
through that
the feed
functionality?
service. The feed service will write the feed in the table.
Mm, where it from?
This form is from the user. The user will
Mm-hmm.
uh, send a request in the
Mm-hmm.
API gateway, and
Mm-hmm.
the API gateway will send a request to feed service, and feed service will create one record in the feed table.
Wait, you mean when user, which API we're talking about here?
Feed service. API.
The feed server, feed API is a get API, right? So you don't write
Yeah.
anything into table, right?
No. It's I didn't write down. I didn't write down. Uh, the feed sorry, yeah. Mm, oh, sorry, I was wrong. Uh, the user will sorry, it's incorrect. And the user will when user publish a new post is in the post service, and the post service will add one record in the post table and also add one record in the feed table.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I want heard. Okay.
Mm.
Actually, let's talk about another question. So reversely, if a lot we talk about I mean if a user have a lot of I mean followings, but right now we want to talk about if a user have a lot of followers and like very famous like Justin Bieber
Mm.
or Taylor Swift and what how we can handle that situation and like you said about that. I mean, the after you post after user like his followers, the famous people, and post. I mean, write a post, and also we'll write into the feed table, right? But if that guy have like a 10 million followers, it's
Mm.
impossible to write to all of them, right? How we can deal with that situation?
Yeah, the first of all, in my experience, I think the posts and are usually rarely update after I create the post, right?
Yeah,
I
of course,
seldom,
of course.
yeah, I seldom change that. So maybe I will cache them and hit the database every time someone wants to read the post.
Now, what I mean is,
Mm,
for these famous people like Justin Bieber, right?
mm,
He has 10 million followers,
mm,
and when Justin Bieber posts um a post, I mean, just should it at least we can assume you can have some latency, like 2 minutes, but after 2 minutes, and it should show to all his followers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll deliver to his followers newsfeed, right? We want to treat which achieve that, but how you can resolve that? I mean, challenge.
Maybe I can add one cache, which is the post cache. Uh, if the post cache will store the very popular posts. For
Mm,
example, Justin Bieber's.
but you still need to, I mean, write in everyone's feed
Uh,
service, right? Or feed table.
yes. Mm, yes, that is yeah, I will write in the Redis firstly. Maybe I can duplicate the uh I can sorry, I can vertical vertical scale the database to store in a different database. Uh yes. I will sharding the database for this hotkey problem. Yeah, I can create another database store his post. Yeah, just like that. And yeah, and also we can add one cache. That is my solution.
Okay.
Yeah, we can Redis, maybe Redis. Yeah.
Where talk? Okay. Since we talk about the Redis, and
Mhm.
how do you think we should use Redis? Like, I mean, when the Redis cache should update, and yeah, talk about that.
Yes, I will use a strategy which is LRU cache. And also to set
What is
times
L?
out.
When we talk about LRU,
Mm.
what it? I mean, I'm not very familiar with that. What's that algorithm?
Yes, the latest yeah if we don't use the data, we will delete from the cache. That is the least recently used. Yeah, if the cache is full, we will delete something
Okay.
and delete the not used.
Hmm. So how we use here?
Yeah, we maintain a feed cache here. Yeah, maintain a feed cache here. Feed cache here. And only store the latest feeds. Yeah, if we want to find out view the feed to search in this feed, and if not, if we can find that in the cache we find in the database in our DynamoDB.
So you can okay, sure. Um, I have a question is you see our write QPS right now is very huge. It's 230K.
Yes.
So for a single cache, actually, it's also too much. So how you resolve that?
Yes, the right is very, yes, sure. The right is very, maybe we can use the message queue, which is Kafka. For example, use Kafka
Mm-hmm.
to set the request of the writing waiting in the queue.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Any other technologies we can use? Like if it, because MySQL actually seems here, can if it's peak volume, that's fine. But if it is daily average volume, that will slow down our services, right? Because the
Yeah.
writing to MySQL is still cannot guarantee we can keep the low latency, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe we can batch in that. We batch the 1,000. For example, we batch the 1,000 requests into the batch, and for example, we just send the request in every 1,000, 1,000 requests, and we send one time, so that will reduce the latency. And also we can use the lazy fan out. If somebody publish the post, we don't need to refresh the page. We can waiting for the user when user wants to refresh the feeds, and we find out the results. And that is the three ways. I think the first way is use the message queue, and second way is batching. Third way is lazy fan out, and the fourth is we can maintain one extra attribute to know who is not inactive. For example, if we publish a post, well, a post, to create a post, we don't need to uh, add the record in the feed table who is not active. For example, if Aaron is inactive in 1 week, we don't need to I don't need to add one record in this feed table. So we only send we only maintain the feed table in active users.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, maintain some limited, like recently 2000, I mean, the latest feed. And if they want to query the older one, and then they need to go to another page, and that maybe take a longer time. But the total volume should be down. Yeah, that sounds reasonable for me. Okay. Actually, I almost finished my all the questions, and
Yeah.
do you have any questions for me?
Oh yes. Because you I want to know how to handle if they if in multiple devices. Do you have experience of that?
Yeah, I mean, the backend API should be the same, right? I mean, we can have universal backend API, and because whatever it is, application or it is a web service or a web app, right? And they can both access our universal APIs. So it's just the front end is different. Yeah, I mean the application it can be iOS, it can be Android, right? And but both of them can normally right now can accept the like a JSON format and sort the APIs. So I believe that's no problem for the front end. It's just we need to be careful about how we pass the token, how we I mean, some of them maybe cannot compatible with the JSON JWT format, and we're that's a very good question. But actually, yeah, a lot of ways. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I also have a question. Do you think the AWS is at first at the last time I want to design some cloud service, but AWS is at sometimes it's very expensive. What do you think about this?
Yeah, actually, yeah, you need to, of course, at the beginning of each project, you need to measure what kind of cloud services you need to use and the budget, right? And to see if we can, yeah, recently in a lot of companies, and we normally we have a lot of coworkers and some team and focus on reduce the costs recently, and they will check out cloud services and to see if sometimes we don't need the Lambda function, or we don't need the, because those serverless is pretty expensive, more expensive, much more expensive. And also we can see if across the data centers, do we need those like and daily or very frequently backup for across the data center for the huge data. But if we don't need, and we can reduce like per week, and to do the backup, or to prevent at the cross data center, because the data exchange from the cross data center very expensive.
Mm.
I mean, like from the west to the east to the west, right? And also um yeah, a lot of ways, but at the beginning, we need to plan well. Yeah. Okay, I think we almost the time.
Yeah,
哎，你好，OK，
你好啊
我们就结束了。对，
，OK，
嗯，我先 review 一下，然后我写了
嗯，
一些 comments，呃，然后看大家有没有什么其他问题。今天比你前天那一次好很多，好很多。
好，
你今天好很多，你今天流畅很多。你不知道你自己发现了没有？你今天你这一次
对我，
就在我今天其实是比较 aggressive 的一个那个面试官，所以他可能就challenge 你比较多。然后当中间我也有一些 silence，然后你呢也会问，就是so far so good 或者什么的，就是就是 communication 这一块儿，其实还是不错的。然
嗯
后然后我先 go over 一些我的 notes 和我一些主要的点，然后之后我会根据 Meta 的这个评分，就是我也是从网上找的一些评分标准，我本身不是 Meta 做的，然后这样的话我们可以看一下这 go over 一些这种评分标准，然后看一下就说你哪方面就做得比较好的，好吧？OK，那
，OK，
我的 main notes 呢，有些就是我们回到这个就是estimation 也还是不错的，因为很快，对吧？我们不能花太多时间在那个上面。然后我已经跟你说了，这个 scale 很大。然后一般
对
它 Meta 面试它一般都是 assume 可以就是 handle 它所有的 user 的。这一点儿
对，
它跟别的公司面试可能不太一样，有些小公司可能对你的这个 scalability 不是很要求很高，但它的一上来就是 one billion two billion，这是很正常的，对于它的所有的
嗯
service 来讲。然后你要能够 handle，然后你 break down 的时候，你的这个 QPS，你就是说你算出来这个 QPS 超过了你一般超过你 Redis cluster 的这个 QPS 的时候，你就要小心了，这个他一定会去问的，对吧？你比如说你一个 Redis 的 cluster 的话，你比如说一个一般它就算有组成结构，它也是一个 main 的话，那它的吞吐量一般就是七八万吧，对吧？七
嗯
八万每秒，然后你是没有问题的。但你这个明显超出了它单个的，那你这个地方就说，那我们就先就这个问题说一下，就是你怎么就是说 break down 呢？就首先要从 production design 的方面，你 production design 永远比 architecture 这个方面要容易。就比如
嗯，
说，哦，你说我们这个 KPS 是 global 类的，你 two billion people，你20亿人，你肯定是 global 类的嘛，对吧？那你分在不同
哦
的区域的，你美国
哦，
的，
对，
你英国的，
是的，
你那个什么的，对吧？
对，
然后，然后你这个东西，然后你这个东西的话，没有，我先跟他过完吧，一会儿我们再说。你你这个是你这个 further scale，你不是你可以加 read flag，但它现在是 write QPS，好吧？我们现在说的是它这个 write QPS，然后你如果是一般我们是 prevent，就是尽量避免你那个 multi write，就是在 multiple。 multiple 这个 master 上面，或者是我们现在叫 main 呢，我们不能叫 master 了。面试的时候也要注意，尽量不要用 master slave 这种词儿。然后
哦，
，OK，那个对，然后我们接着说，是这样的，就是说你这个对啊，你这是全球的嘛，你有时候那你可不可以按区域划分呐、然后你比如说你这些 post 你是全球都要能够访问吗？你如
嗯，
果全球能够访问的话也可以啊，但是你可不可以你按区域就是说不同 data center 进行 sharding 啊？你真的一定需要就是说globally across，就是说你所有的 data 都要是全球同步的吗？对啊，这有些
对，
可以在这方面去考虑。是这样的，你面试没有一个，我们今天不是在说一个对或者错，就是比如说，哎，你就是非得钻牛角尖儿说，比如说这个对或者这个就是错，然后你说这是错，他就是做对不？面试我们要达到的就是要让面试官 get signals the positive signals，就是积极的信号，达到积极信号这就可以了。所以说，当我们讨论到，当你提出来这个点的时候，哪怕你 solution 不管对或者不对，他就知道哦，你已经想到这个方面了。那我们可以从这个 product 的这个方面先进行一个，就比如说前端的啊，包括其他的，包括 API 层面或者其他，然后进行一个那个 geolocation 的这种 split 啊，或者其他的，然后把分流啊，就是根据 traffic 分流啊，其他这些东西都可以讨论嘛。这样的话，你就已经有一个 positive 的 signal 了在这里了，对吧？所以我们并不
对，
是说哦，我们今天在此时此刻，我们就要论一个对错，不是这样的。
嗯，
你陷入这个误区就不行了，对吧？OK，
对，
但是当然了，要 prevent 一些 red flags，所以有时候你就是就是比如说你不太熟悉的，不说那么详细也很正常的。OK，所以你这个 estimation 是可以的，然后呢，但是有一点就是你要想到这个 peak 就是峰值，所以你在这个 read 说这个 read 的时候，你说它是10倍，对吧？这没有问题，但是
嗯
你后面没有说到它的 peak 它的峰值，比如说你哪怕说1倍、2倍、5倍都无所谓，但是你要想到它有这个峰值，这样的话它又是一个 good signals，对吧？OK，然后
嗯，
就是说面试官就可以写嘛，我有东西可以写，我东西可以写，我又可以赞美你，对吧？就是这样，然后你就可以脱颖而出嘛。我们最后达到就这个目的嘛，对吧？OK，嗯还有一个就是我们今天啊，我们这种就是面试就是还是比较常规中规中矩的。那你这个你要 pay attention to 它这个 requirement slightly，就是啊嗯。然后你这个 requirements，就是说你面试的时候很多 requirements 不太一样的，就比如说他不会像我这样说非常 straightforward，咱俩是定好了就说一个 topic，但他上来的
对，
话，你要有这个能力去 identify，就是他现在要讨论的，让你说的就是套模板嘛。你比如说你20几个，你可能跟哪个最类似，跟哪个最类似，对吧？而且它 requirement 肯定不会跟这个一模一样的，它会有些不同的。比如
对，
说今天我们没有说到 friends，我给你降低了难度。其实如果我现
嗯，
在跟你说。那我们现在要讨，我就让你要讨论你这个 friends 之间的这个 relationship，然后这些，那你就麻烦了。你可能很早都就陷入到那个里面去了，然后你就没有时间讨论后面的那些了。有些
那
面试官
可以反向搜索，反
有些
向查找。
不只是那些，你要知道你的 friends，你是他的朋友，他是你的朋友，你这中间是有
对，
relationship 的，你可能需要那 graphic database，或者是需要一些就是说处理这种复
哦，
杂的这个人际关系的。然后，所以这个时候你用你的 user table 和这些，你还可以用你的这个DynamoDB 吗？你可能用不了，对吧？而且在这里，你 user table，你回去再看一下 interview，hello interview。你的 user table 一般来说，作为 user，我们什么时候提到 user 的话，它都是 highly structured 的。你这个 user 本身有它的 profile，有时候它还连其他的表的，所以这个时候它可能就是一个结构化的。所以你这个 user table 很可能需要，嗯。很可能是一个 SQL database 的，然后你这里边你可以你的 post、你的 follow、你的 feed，你可能都是可以 non-SQL，但你的 user table 不一定需要 non-SQL。然后你这里
哦，
边你只是 read information from user table，你从来不会去改你的 user table，对不对？你的 user table 是什么？user table 是这个 user 的一些信息，对吧？然后你
嗯
user 的 login table 那可能还跟 user table 相关，但也不一定在一个 table 里面，对吧？比如说我们这个系统里面，你一上来你先要告诉他，你其实 Hello Interface 跟你说的很详细了，你要看到它里边说的一些 details，一些小的句子，就是说他说的意思就是说，比如说我们上来我们 assume 我们的 API 所有的 API 都是有 token 的，我们所有的 API 都已经是 pass 的 authenticate service 的，对吧？所以说
嗯，
我们在 design 一个 system 的时候， 就是 normally we assume 就是你这个 authentication service 我们不在这个我们讨论范围之内，就是授权这个。然后这个授权其实已经过了，就是你用户 login 啊这些东西，你用户 login 的时候，它会给你比如说 access token、refresh token，对吧？然后你看你的手机，你不需要天天 login 的，对吧？但你每次 login 的时候，它会发新的 token 给你的，你是不知道的，对吧？它背后都已经做了的，对吧？然后它
对，
就是这些东西，然后它会带这些 bear token，然后一般都是现在都 JWT 或者是auth 2.0，就是auth 2.0的那种就是协议的，一般都标准协议的。然后这样的话传给后端，后端这些 service 再去验证，要不然的话我们这 API 都不 safe 了嘛，对吧？一般 KPI gateway 也会去做这些，就 KPI gateway 可能就已经把 authenticate 这一块儿就已经跟那个 authenticate service 进行交互了，所以说不需要你这个呢，你提一嘴就可以了，因为你以后其他的这种系统设计也会用到这些，就是我们 assume 它已经就是 pass 了这些 authenticate 的这些过程，然后我们已经带了 token 带我们的 API call 里面去了，然后一下带过去就可以了。这样的话，你这里边可能就不需要提到你的user table details，所以你在这里边用一个就会面试官就可能会比较懵，你这个 user table 直接用一个 NoSQL 去做，然后你会不会有问题，对吧？对吧？因为它本身不是结构化的，然后你 user 本身你不可能每天 create different users，你一个人 create 一个 user 跟一个邮箱，对吧？所以说你只是在不停的 update 和这个 read 这个 information from user，对吧？
嗯，对，
然后这
你说的对。
个时候你可能 NoSQL 是不是不合适？NoSQL 特别是那些比如说append only 的那些，然后它就是快嘛，就是说白了我写入速度非常快，对吧？但是你这个时候你 user table 可能不需要写入速度非常快，对不对？OK，
嗯
这是其中的一点。然后就是说，你 choose DB 的时候，你并没有一个非常 strong 的，就是说给我一个理由，就让我相信你 choose 这个 DB 就是要用这个 DB。你说的理由，
啊，
嗯，
我把那个理由忘了，所以
对你当时我感觉你没有，我没有忘，我想一想啊，我想想我写的是什么，你的这个你当时的。嗯，我也没写下那个关键字，但是我只知道你说的那个理由不是他这个业务上的理由，就是你要贴合他的业务的
因为
这个。
它读非常快，这个 DynamoDB。
嗯，但是你 SQL 如果 replica 多的话，然后你前面加 cache 的话，你读的也很快啊。你这个关键是你这个 post 也很多嘛，你需要写嘛，你没看你 QPS 那么大嘛，所以你写入比
嗯，
较多的话，你 SQL 里面写入比较多就很难了嘛，对吧？
而且它不限那个存储量，它几乎是无限的存储。
嗯，那对呀，但是这个你没有说呀，你当
对，
时没有跟我举一二三，给我举出来几点，只说了
嗯，
一个点好像，而且那个点我没有看到相关性跟你那个，你看我现在都忘了，对呀，我当时我应该如果是真正那个什么的话，我会把它写下来，但有时候也来不及写下来了呀，只是我没有证明我没有 get 到那个 signal，就是这个应该是没有你没有说到我想要的那个点，而且包括你这个，你像你 post 的进去了，你比如说你像 message 跟那 message 也是一样的，你说你一直往后边 append 嘛，然后你往后边加，所以你这个 update 就或者是你 insert 进去的时候就也很快嘛，对吧？然后包括你说你 unlimited 的，包括你怎么样的，你这些都可以说呀，对呀，你都可以说啊，但是你当时没有说，然后这个就是我没有 get 到这个 strong signal 在这个地方，嗯。另外，我想想，另外就是它这个你这个里面设计一开始你这个 feed 这个地方，
嗯，
所以是这样的，你准备每一个的话，你要过一下，你就是 high level 的话，你要所有的全部过一遍，就是我这个怎么进去怎么来的。你像你这个 get feed 进来吧，你比如说你进入 get feed 对吧？
嗯，
但是你
嗯，
关键你 post 的这一块儿，你这个系统的一个核心就是你 post 进来之后。我们要写到每一个人的那个就是 newsfeed 的那个 feed cache 里面去啊，对不对？
对，
对吧？你要写到它的 cache，它 cache 要变化啊，对吧？要不然的话，当它下一次拉的时候，它还没有，但你这个里边儿就没有体现出来，然后你直接拉了个箭头到这个 feed table 里面去了，那你 feed cache 这个地方怎么 automatically 知道呢？对不对？你其实应该是。
哦，update。
对呀，你应该让 feed service 去知道。然后另外了，我昨天也说了，如果是我们 microservice 的那个理念的话，我们尽量就是要是 DB 也要进行隔离嘛，对吧？你每个服务，也就是说，你可以直接 你 post service 可以直接跟 feed service 进行 talk，对吧？然后就是，哎，我这 post 已经结束了，然后我要写到你们的 feed 里面去了。我先找到这个 user，对吧？我找到这个 user 之后，然后我要写到他的这个 feed cache 里面去。他每一个 user 可能会 maintain 一个他自己的 feed cache，然后这个 list。然后，这样的话，他就可以拿到了他这个，就每次他下次读的时候很快嘛。我们要求，比如1秒之内500毫秒之内，他就能读到了。他每次读到的就，但是我们说了 eventual 的 consistency，就是它可能有点儿延迟。比如说它最新的可能，1、2分钟的没有，但是我2分钟之外的，我保证它肯定有。所以说它这个 news feed，对，所以你怎么能让他直接知道？那你只能你通过那个 feed service，然后让他知道可能比较好一点。对。
嗯
就是 instead of 直接 update 你的这个 feed DB 对吧？
嗯，
feed table，因为你 update feed table，你怎么告诉你 feed cache 呢？这比较难，对不对？OK，嗯，大概对，这是一块儿，这一块儿你没有解决的话，就是你首先你要每一个人有一个 feed cache 对吧？你每个人，比如说你每个 user 有一个 feed cache 的话，然后这时候就引出来第二个问题，你就没有办法答得好，就是第二个问题就是你如果是一个，比如说一个名人，
明星，
一明星，对，然后他有100万个 follower，然后这个时候你要写到这100万个他自己的 feed cache 里边，你怎么写，对不对？你不可能让
对，
post
用
或
message
者
queue，
post 对用 MySQL 没错，但是你怎么用，对吧？
哦，
你看你怎么用，对不对？你看你，
对
嗯，
哦，还可以 batching，
你这样，你可以看看，就是说，啊、你有好几种方式了。你其实 Job Scheduler 也是一个方式了，就是你写到 MySQL，你可以写到 MySQL 里面，但是你这个 Q 你要画出来，你在这里边你没画出来嘛，你把它画出来，画出来之后，这个 Q 接其他的这种，比如说你有 Job
哦
Scheduler，你有很多的 Task Scheduling，然后 Scheduling 它 asynchronously 嗯。就是用异步的方式，然后就自己去在后台去写，然后这样的话你 service 这方面压力就很大了嘛，就不大了嘛，对吧？因为你 post 要赶紧完成的，对吧？你 post 完成了之后，写到 news feed service 之后feed service 去更新然后这些 cache 对吧？如果有100万个特别多的话，那你直接扔到那个MySQL 里面，然后让一个一个 job scheduler，然后自己去再 update 它也可以的，对吧？对不对？然后这种情况的话，但是你也要尽快的弄嘛。你要尽快的弄的话，这个时候你可能要去就是多一点。你这个就好办了，我可以把我的 scheduler 给那个 horizontally scaling，对吧？比如说我之前有1000个那个 scheduler，但是突然之间我峰值来了，那我先把它加倍，对吧？加到2000个或者是10000个，然后怎么样的我都可以。然后等这个流量过去了，然后我再把它减下来，对吧？就类似的这种。对对，这是它。其实，其实你的 news feed，它就是考这个核心点，就是考你如果快速的得到这个 feed，然后你如果快速的就是写入这些 feed，如果你 follower 比较多，following 比较多，无非就这些。所以就像前天我跟你说，它每一个 system 它有一个或者多个核心的点就是在它这个系统比较特殊的，然后你要把它这个围绕它这个点的一些难点的问题给看一下，给解决掉。OK，啊，我对大概就这些，大概就这些，嗯，这次比前天要好很多，这次比前天要好很多。然后我看哈，如果说根据他就说我也是我也 GDP 找的那些，然后那些评分标准嘛，我之前用过一些其他的，然后嗯。但是，就说的意思就是说你，首先你有一定的提问能力是没有问题的，然后你也可以定义好就是核心功能，我们的核心功能，然后包括预估它的规模，对吧？这都可以做到，然后跟我交流也是没有问题的，关键的这些组件也都有了，API 也有了，啊、但是你就是义务的话，它的要求还是比较高一点的。就是这些breakdown 进去的这些 deep dive 的这些 questions 可能都啊、需要涉及到。然后今天这里边儿有几个点，就刚才说的那几个点，可能并没有很 positive 这种 signal，但是总体来讲，你至少是 high level design 这些，反正都是已经完整了的，对。
嗯
然后其他的就是还有你 non-functional， 你 non-functional，你这个 latency 1 second 你就不用说了，你就是直接 low latency 就可以了。对，
OK，
然后还有你没有说你这个容错性，你也没有说你这个要是能够就是故障的这种容错性要有的，availability 还一般就这些嘛，对吧？low latency，然后你的这个单点故障的这种 single failure 不能有，对吧？然后你其实现在，如果他比如说想考你这种，就看他是哪个组了，那或者是怎么样，但是 Meta 都是 general 的，对吧？但是如果是其他的公司的话，他可能会面一些，比如说 service 上的，对吧？然后可能他想面你，比如说infra，然后 service 这些之间的这个 balancing，然后或者怎么去做 DevOps 上一些东西，他可能还会问这些，对吧？然后表达这些也没有什么问题。OK，那行，我已经我已经完了。嗯，OK，那我们这边就结束了，然后看看大家 comment 有哪些，然后我一会儿可能要早一点下，现在几点了？我们几点钟开始？8点。